just some of the students who have these personal issues when it comes to learning. Average or smart, concerns about learning are visible, and no matter how we deny it, the answer will always be found on the hands of the prime mover of educational view. Admit it or not, this is the common cycle of a teacher-student endeavor. Even though it is sometimes inserted by performance tasks, through research, poster, slogan making, or individual and group presentation, we often forget some not so visible concerns like, how about the students who are absent for excuse from the class? Will they get the same quality of learning that their classmates have? Then, how about the students who find it hard to deal with the lesson? Can I tutor them every time? Can I make learning easier for my students? Can I make them even prepared for the class? If we can, the biggest question right now is, how? Jonathan Bergman and Aaron Sams both started teaching at Woodland Park High School in Colorado as chemistry teachers with the same goal, to teach without making their lives difficult to deal with. Until one day, as Aaron turns the magazine, he showed Aaron an article showing how technology can be useful in teaching and on making life easier for students and for teachers as well through the use of numerous softwares and YouTube. This gave them the idea that if the lessons can be recorded, this could serve as the answers to the previously thrown concerns on education. In history, we have the Renaissance, the period of enlightenment, the Industrial Revolution, and it focuses on one thing: change in order to meet what is needed. To help students be prepared, to meet what they miss, to get back what is left behind, to save time, to improve the kind of teaching that seems orthodox, to remove the idea that learning might just happen with spoon feeding, and to prove that learning could be just assisted and self-directed. How are we going to do this? The answer is simple: through Flip Classroom. Are you ready to flip? Flip Classroom is a pedagogical model in which the typical lecture and homework elements of a course are reversed. Short video lectures are viewed by the students at home before the class session, while in class time is devoted to exercise, projects, and discussions. Now, in doing the flipped classroom, there are points to remember. 1. Do not do it just because it is the latest approach or just because you wanted to be part of the so-called 21st century teachers. Apply it because you believe that is helpful. 2. Do not think that it makes your life easier by using it. You're a teacher, and there's no way that education will just be headed by technology itself. You are the mastermind. You are the artist. You are the brain. Your role is to help the students be prepared, to allow them to learn independently, to give them the freedom to get what they miss and to think beyond the lesson so that they can realize what they don't understand and ask questions critically that they cannot do or come up with within 60 minutes. A teacher in a flipped classroom is expected to answer questions and make clarifications. A teacher should be a body for deeper understanding. How about the students? They serve as players, the thinkers, the critic of the art that will allow them to learn anytime and anywhere, to pause and think, to go back and remember, to wake up being prepared, and quickly know how to implement by means of effective planning. If a video is appropriate, then proceed. If not, then stop. Using video does not mean you video yourself always. You can use other teacher videos, as well as you have no time to do one or confuse to produce your own. Plan the lesson, record the video, edit, publish, and that's it. Do we need to make it long? No! Make the complex simple. That is your, but how we do it. Make a video or find a video and make it as their assignment to watch the particular video. Remind them to jot down notes and to formulate task questions so that for the next day, you won't use half of your time discussing. Instead, you will use the time to throw questions, making clarifications, deepening activity, and evaluating learning. Through this, you are no longer delivering the lesson. You are already helping them how to learn and how to think. Nowadays, students are very attached to the technology without even questioning if they are from private or public school. Android or smartphones, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, and even Yahoo are part of the lives of the students. More than the book, they spend most of their times perhaps browsing those. If that's the case, why we don't expose learning on the varied context? If the students cannot follow the lessons easily, he or she can study this at home already for him or her to study and to analyze what she or he knows and doesn't know. If the student is absent, he or she may never be late to the lesson because he or she can watch the video at home. If the students are too busy, the students are too shy to raise questions at school, they can write questions that you can answer the next day. Classroom allow the students to come to the school prepared and not puzzled. It gives them the opportunity to think deeply. It leads them to the useful use of technology that, with the aid of these technologies, learning could be put into a whole new level. It allows the students to pause, to jot down notes without being in a hurry, to make the teachers think of enrichment activities and ask questions than to spend time to discuss. It can entertain everyone so that the answer does not lie alone on a single hand. So why flip? It can help busy students, the struggling students, to pause and rewind their teachers. It educates parents. It speaks the language of the students. The problem is, what if the teacher, unlike the students, are not that exposed to these modern technologies? What if the teacher or the school doesn't have the resources? What if there are no available videos for their topic? What if the students or the school doesn't have internet connection? What if the students didn't watch the video at all? Flip Classroom is applicable if there are resources with you and your students need. Even though not all of them have the internet connection, some can download the video and share it through Bluetooth. And not all of them have cell phones. They can watch together with their classmates. This is applicable if the lesson is worthy to apply with this model. Last, if you observe that your students are progressing, but how about the students who are not yet exposed to that modern technology? Of course, you cannot apply it to them not unless you innovate this model, since the proponents admit that Flip Classroom is not for them and there are different methods that seems to be like this model. Second, if we're handling students with speech, hearing, sight, or learning problems, this I think is not applicable also. There are lots of ways to teach and not all of these ways are applicable to all. If that's the case, the teacher should not stop thinking ways on how to help students learn in such a way that he or she will not hold all the burden on her shoulders. Teach them how to learn, because if you do that, you are already teaching them how to think and how to become responsible on their learnings. I only see technology as a source of information, like Wikipedia, Google, Yahoo, or a source of entertainment and a means of communication, but never as a channel of learning. I must admit, I am not a superwoman. I cannot tutor every one of them every afternoon if they do not understand the lesson, but it is my responsibility to clarify and answer their questions. As teachers, we should never stop learning and thinking, because if we are teaching them using the same old way that our teachers used to teach us, and we knew that this method is not applicable to them anymore, but we continue to use it, then we are already robbing their future. After reading the book and encountering this Flip Classroom, I think that I am going to use this method. I noticed that my students are exposed already on these modern technologies, and I must admit, they are much knowledgeable than me. So the challenge is not on them already, but to me. Steps and guidelines stated in the book, I will thoroughly follow those, and who knows, I might innovate it one day, not for me to be known like Burban and Sons, but for my students to know and to learn. I am ready to flip.
We are ready to flip.
How about you? Are you ready to flip?